Well, hello. This right in here is the Nikon F3 camera. This was an awesome camera that I like to use in college. A lot of fun. I'm doing this video to show you quickly of how some of the actions on this camera work. First, you're going to need to put in two batteries right in here. It's a little coin battery. This is where you mount it to the tripod. This is for a motor drive. That's an accessory. This pin in here is for multiple exposures. So when you click the button, you press that in and you can wind the film and it'll stay on that same piece of film so you can get more shots on one piece. Pretty interesting. That's an advanced piece, Riley. Here's the actual where you click the shutter, you wind the film up, then you hit this. But since there isn't any, the batteries on here are not, I don't have any, this then it becomes your shutter right down in here. Just took a photograph. Wind your camera. This right in here is to lock up the mirror. And I'll show you that by going over in here. This button in here takes the lens off. You gotta push it in. Yeah. But now that we're in here, you take this button in here. See how the mirror goes up? And this right here will reduce the amount of motion in your camera. Usually this is used for a tripod situation. You can kind of see how that mirror goes up. Okay, I'll put this back on. You'll want to line the dot up right there. Put the dot up in there. Just kind of just wiggle it around a little bit and you kind of feel it slipped in. And then you give it a little turn and away you go. So that button releases that. That right there is for an external flash. You plug a cord into here, into your external flash when maybe off-site. Here's the top of the camera. You're probably thinking, well, how do I load film in here? First thing you do is you grab in here. There's a little lever in there. You kind of kick that to the right. That comes up, and then you bingo. You open that up this way. You put your roll of film in here, pull it over. Don't ever touch that because that's the shutter curtain. And just, yeah, don't touch that. And then roll your film over to here, and then there'll be a take-up spool. You got to kind of slide your film into here, close it, close the camera. Then I would always do this. That allows you to take up the film that's in here, gets it nice and taut. When you feel a little tension, stop. And then what you do is you would wind your camera up, and then you'd hit that button. I'm going to kind of cheat there. And this, while you're doing that, do it a couple times. Then this should start to spin a little. And as soon as it does that, then you know that you're ready to go. This will read, yep, 0. Perfect. Buttons on the top. Automatic, which means you set this dial in here, and this will choose the right shutter speed. 2,000th of a second, pretty quick. That's in red because that's the amount of flash it can sync to. The flash actually goes over here, it's kind of funny. 30th of a second. Now these are in seconds. B is a bulb exposure. So when you do this, actually you'd have it in here. And when you click down, it opens the shutter, and then bulb release. When you do that, then it releases. Kind of need to know what you're doing on that one. Time, not exactly sure what that one is. X, that has to do with the flash, remote flash. That prevents the camera from taking a photograph. What else do I got in here? This does come off if you want to. This is for if you want to look down into your camera and do shots like that. And then, there you have it. Nikon F3 camera. Oh, if you wanted to take those shots, this thing's lined up on M. Then when you go to here, you release that down. Now you can scroll a little bit more. And then when it's like that, that locks in. That M stands for macro photography. And then you get back to here, and then now pull that up. Now you can go to here, so in order to get to orange, I'm gonna do this. Nikon. The choice of professionals. Enjoy this, have a lot of fun. If you have any questions, I'll see you this summer.